here, guys, are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Protein spill. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go. 54 Mike. Check. General West.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I got you. Recon, 132 fighter. Please grip.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
60 Pittsburgh. Bring it. Bring it. Hey, Zoo. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the sign.
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
8 read. You better bring it. Let's go.
On first down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
You go tight. Look, squeeze. You got tight right there. Yep. What do you want? Slam. Go out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And no pitch there and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hatchet.
He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 54.
Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rock it. Watch it, Go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm not ready. Hey, Delta. Right there. 54. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He's got Smith here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. In your face. Fair. Kill. Fire.
They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, high 7. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Coming to you. Mike 5-4. Look at me. Zipper. You better be afraid of me. You go.
He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at at the half. We'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Bravo. Check, Mike, 50.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Hey, Haywood! Oh, here we go! Oh, Mike 54. Go.
They'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
There he goes, right side. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 83 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Take four, take four. Don't take. Step. Mike 55, Mike 50. Eat. So don't say nothing. Mike 55.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Jackson on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
And Jackson throwing once more. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Ready? Back to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Go, go.
54 Mike.
Get it.
Out of the gun now on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4. Down. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go!
Go now! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Steps away to his left. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got you. Mike 5-4.
They'll set up a throw. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Go now.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Hey, Team 6.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. On the ball.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Leo.
Goose.
Snap.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bang, bang.
Topper. Ready.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
53, Mike. Here we go, D. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming after you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Jim. Joker.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go.
Guard.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Nice.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, Echo.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Sam off.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Cook following the penalty. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Callaway. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
To throw is Jackson, throwing on 3rd and long. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this... will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Let it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call it?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
At their 48-yard line.
Shady weapon.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Slam, slam.
Bravo. And up.
2nd down and inches. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 15-yard line.
59. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jack.